Hi, kindergarten families. Happy Thursday. I hope that you are enjoying this nice warm weather outside. Indiana can't seem to make up its mind for what kind of weather we're going to have. And on that note, um, when it's going to be colder, I think next week is what I read. And we go outside as much as we can here. And so as it gets colder, please be sure that your child has a coat. I know that in the fall it can be kind of okay to send a sweatshirt, but as it gets really cold, please be sure that they have a coat. Um, Also, a hat and gloves if possible. And I will tell you, lots of kids come in with black gloves, so please be sure that if you send your child with hat or gloves, that they have their name somewhere in them, just so we know who they belong to. I know some parents get the little clips that hook to the coats, and those work beautifully too. It can just be a little crazy. We lose a lot of mittens in kindergarten and a lot of gloves. So if you put your child's name in it, that will definitely help. But that's a little bit down the road, but it is supposed to be kind of cold next week, and your kids may want some hats and gloves. Um, Also, I'm sending you this newsletter because please remember, we do not have school tomorrow. We also do not have e learning. This is kind of a free day for kids. Teachers will be in professional development all day. Um, so please enjoy the day, relax, have a nice long weekend. Um, I also wanted to thank you for the turkeys that have come in. They are adorable. We read this book, Turkey Trouble, and designing your turkeys to be hidden so they don't get eaten on Thanksgiving has been so fun to see. So if you have not sent one in, please do so. We're hanging them all out in the hallway. And it's cool to see the things that kids do that are the same in our classes, and that are different. We have a lot of Elsa turkeys, of course, a lot of Batman turkeys. It doesn't have to be fancy, but we even had one that was a gumball machine. Um, we had one that was a mermaid. So there's lots of cool things you can do with that turkey. So if you have not done that, please send it in. We love to see them. And finally, again, told you this would be quick. I don't have a whole lot of updates. I just wanted to tell you, please continue to do the awesome work you do at home with working with your child on their reading bags. I know you may not always see it, but I see it paying off a lot. Every time you practice those letters or sight words, um, depending on which ring you have, it really does benefit your child. I'm seeing kids who struggled with their sight words that are really now taking off as readers because they don't have to think about those words. It makes reading so much easier. And I'm seeing those light bulbs going off. The thing that I will tell you that our students are struggling with the most is comprehending what they read. Yeah, they can sound it out or they can look at the sight words, but sometimes they don't always make those connections with the book. So I highly recommend maybe you ask some questions. Here we ask questions like, why do you think the character did that? Or how could we change the ending to make the story different? Just to get them thinking. We are working now on beginning, middle, and end, and we use a hand. We call it a 5-finger retell because there's 5 things we want. So we want them to be able to tell me the characters, the setting of the story, and what happened at the beginning, the middle, and the end. So we're really working hard on that. And with some of their books that come home, you may not be able to do that, but some you might be able to. So yeah, if you need help going, I don't know how to help my kid, please send me a message. I'm happy to help you. But you guys are doing a great job of I'm having a lot of kids getting prizes out of the prize box because they're doing those reading logs every night. I am not sending reading bags home today since we did Veterans Day stuff. And over the long weekend, it's just one less thing that you have to worry about. So your child will not come home with a reading bag, but they will be coming home on Monday, and I have added new sight words to them. One second, let me grab something. We only have one more week of words to add to this. So after Christmas, you will have all of these yellow words, but they also need to know all of these purple words. Part of what I talk to you about at conferences is they have to write these words, and they have to write the yellow ones, but be able to read both the yellow and the purple. So I just caution you because we're already, I think, at we're close to 35 sight words. And so if your child doesn't have those 35, getting these 37, 38 of these is going to be really hard. So I do encourage you to get these sight words if your child has them. And please remember, I don't, this is not the side that I recommend you use. Please just have them do this and use this side, because that will help them when they read. Because this side they can memorize the picture and the shape of the word and the sentence, but I'm most concerned about the word. So just keep up the good work at home, and I hope you guys have a great long weekend. As always, if you have questions, concerns, problems, reach out to me. I am happy to help and answer anything that you might have. Have a great weekend.